Good evening, everyone. I am Nandika Gurane from class 6E. Today, I'm going to talk about components of food. From this chapter, we are taking the topics major building blocks and minor building blocks. So, major building blocks. Major building blocks are the components which are found more in their food item, whereas minor building blocks are the components which are found very less in their food item. So let's start with major building blocks. The major building blocks are protein, carbohydrate and fats. Let's start with protein. Protein is the energy which our body uses to do several actions. Protein X is a good example of protein or a good source of it. Let's move on forward to carbohydrates. Before knowing much, let's do a test on starch or carbohydrates. We know that rice and bread contain starch. Are we so sure about it? Let's do a test to find out. First, let's start with rice. I'll put some water on in it. I'm going to cover all the rice with it. Here, we are using iodine ointment, which can tell us if the component has carbohydrate or not. So, here is rice with water. Now, I will add the ointment to it. As it's so sticky, I'm going to put it on a spoon, a big spoonful of it, and I'm going to mix it with it. Or I think I need some more or more water. Let's do it. I think it's too much. Now, ooh, nice color. This which I'm using is white rice. You can see the ointment is red or dark red. But when I add it to something which contains carbohydrate, it turns purple. Can you see it? This tells or shows us that rice contains starch. Doing the same, adding some water to it, which is absorbed, then adding the ointment and spreading it with a spoon. Wow! Can you see? Even this is turned purple. And as the water is absorbed, some little light extreme purple is coming on the backside. This tells that even bread contains starch. So, as now is the time when I tell you about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is the extra energy which, when used, if the protein runs out. If the carbohydrate is not used, it turns to fat. Now, what is fat? Let's learn about it. Fat is the thick layer of skin which makes a person look a little bit fat. Here I have a paper which is drawn on one side and plain on the other. The same with the other piece of paper. Now we know the ghee and butter contains fat. Let's do a test to find out. Here, first I'm adding ghee to a paper or a piece of paper and spreading it apart far. Let's spread it where it is drawn. Wow! See, it has become translucent. This tells the ghee contains fat. Doing the same with butter. Ooh. Now, spreading it on the other side. Can you see it has become translucent? This also tells that butter contains fat. Now let's talk about minor building blocks. The minor building blocks are minerals and vitamins. The fruit is a good source of vitamin. Vitamins are found very less, but they are found mostly in all fruits and vegetables. All the vitamins are very good for the growing up of our cells. Now moving on to minerals. This is milk. How does it have something to do with minerals? Let's talk about it. So the important minerals are calcium, phosphorus, iron, etc. And we all know that milk contains, yes, it contains calcium. The calcium or all the minerals mostly are very good for our blood circulation. Thank you.